This week's videos are sponsored by Prize Picks, the easy-to-use fantasy sports betting app. More on them in just a bit.
Citizens of the Imperium, we have made it to the finale of Dune Prophecy. The episode is titled The High-Handed Enemy, and I am sitting next to a Harkonnen and an Atreides, which means I must be a Desmond Hart.
Desmond Hart!
I guess, yes.
And you're of no significance to the plot thus far, Andrew.
Apparently not. Yes, anyways, I'm with my co-host. I'm with my fellow Geek Check here, Coy. How you doing, Coy?
I hope there's a lot of pimp hand strong with this title.
Ooh, that's right.
Smacking him
Yes.
down.
How you doing,
many
buddy?
rings. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm
doing.
Dune.
Yes. If you are on YouTube, make sure you do all the YouTube stuff. You hit the subscribe button, share the video, hit the like button. Don't also forget to hit that notification bell. That way you are notified whenever we drop videos. A special thanks to the fine folks over at Praper. They are working so hard editing down these highlights. It is a task.
They are the Lisan Al-Gaib.
Also, full-length reaction where you get to sync up with your own copy. You get to watch the entire episode with Coy, Jonizio, myself. Greg and John also exclusively cover many other TV shows and highlights over there. If for some reason you can't support us over on Patreon, we understand. It's tough times right now, but you can support us over on our social media pages where Roxy and Greg are working so tirelessly, so hard, coming up with new, inventive ways to make the page fun, entertaining, and they're doing a hell of a job. So go check it out. Guys, you got anything to add before we get into the finale here? It's a long finale, I saw, because we got a lot to unpack here.
I hope we meet Victor Von Dune.
Yeah. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Let's get spiced up.
Yeah, all right. Episode 6, commence.
Uh-oh. It's pretty beautiful. You know it's serious when there's no recap.
That's true. We're diving right into scope.
You abandoned your child.
Oh, your child. Your blood.
Oh, she knows everything all the comments knew last week.
They're clarifying for us idiots.
Us dummies that are like, oh, right, doesn't hurt.
I blame myself.
They gave us credit and we failed.
You heard what she said. You swore to use every tool.
Because I did not want to fight with her on her deathbed. I honor my grandmother.
Oh, we're in the past again.
I beg if you don't do this, start here.
Oh, is this where she made her cut? Oh, at the first episode. Oh.
It's like a Rashomon.
And we're seeing it through her eyes now.
Her POV,
experience,
yeah.
Never bend to you.
Harkonnen. Then take out your blade. Drive it into.
Oh, interesting cuts.
I think from what I remember, that was it, right? From there, the scene?
Yeah, pretty much.
Look, we shall walk away now. We will never hear.
It's no use. They'll read us.
Yeah, it's in our brains, you know.
Then we must speak the truth.
Oh, and that's, taboo in the middle.
My favorite, black-eyed pea.
She was in anguish over Mother Raquel's death.
She was weakened by grief.
The one who had the son with the Emperor.
Unstable. Unable to see a path forward.
Truth bending.
Tula?
Add a detail.
Make it game of telephone.
I'm pregnant.
Yeah, make it yours. Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, God.
The schism grows.
Oof.
There you are.
Morning sickness or just overcome with nerves.
Aha, fair.
I had no choice, Tula. She was going to destroy everything Raquel built.
You never have a choice.
She forced my hand.
I'm pregnant.
Or Atreides.
Ew.
Oh, look at the contempt on her face.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
She looks so disgusted.
Wow. Oh, and now she has the weight of it being the father of her child she murdered and the whole family.
I think so.
Then I will support you. We'll raise it together.
Like she's emotionally manipulating her.
What about the order, the policy to separate children from their mothers?
When our mother's superior, we can do whatever we want.
Always a healthy outlook.
Yep.
I told you, if you followed me here, I would protect you.
The rules bend to us.
This is our family now. Our, sisters above all.
Nice twist.
Yeah. Good intercutting, though, with the non-linear storytelling on the flashback, especially after the reveal of the last episode.
There's something we're missing. These images. Why do they appear in every single viral nightmare?
It's your son for retribution.
We believe the lesions in Kasha's brain multiplied over several days. She survived with the virus active in her system.
remember she once told me that she had this unique ability to live in the face of fear.
Live in the face
Fear.
of fear.
That fear is the mind killer.
That's what it's feeding off. This virus begins a chain reaction. Body attacks itself. It's a bioweapon.
Smart.
Question is, who would have done this to Desmond Hart? Surely a soldier didn't bioengineer such a weapon. It's far more likely he's the virus's first victim. We could produce an antiviral. We could generate a cure.
We got to make a vaccine.
It's the same process Raquel used on the Rossack poison. Only our target is different. I'll do that. I have the nightmares. I've been exposed.
Oh.
With my medical training, I am uniquely qualified to take on the task.
Let me use my degree.
I've had the nightmare too. I can do it.
Watching her
Can't
body language
reveal
and
while
the
I
way
feel
she-
responsible.
Yeah, watching her body language and the way she's emoting in the scene is so fascinating.
The first stage is to isolate the foreign agents.
Great production designs all around.
Yeah, it's a fascinating world they're building. Oof.
Ugh.
Starting the transmutation.
Not bad so far.
Good, it's working.
For now.
Yeah.
Cue seizure.
Uh-huh.
There's something wrong. It's adapting too fast. You've triggered an active response. The virus is no longer dormant.
Oh, Shazbot.
Focus on your training.
Oh,
Adapt your responses.
Ooh.
Getting hearted.
Yeah, seeing what happened to the others. Oof.
yeah.
Sizzled.
The burning sensation, yeah.
Well, it's a good subtle effect because you can see like the redness coming and going.
And that's cool, the externalized version, so we can see the processes.
Yeah.
Lizzie, be careful. It's replicating again. It's coming back stronger.
Yeah.
See it? The monster of Arakkis.
The monster of Arakkis.
Whose eyes?
Lies.
How did Desmond learn to control it?
Who is watching? I can find it.
Oh.
Damn, she's sizzling up.
Oh boy. Wow, great shot. Oh, poor thing.
She got barbecued.
I love that we just met the character, but I still didn't know if they'd, like, what good stakes that was. I was genuinely thought we might save her. Oh, more guilt for her. Responsibility of that.
Great frame with the viruses obscuring her almost.
Ooh.
That's the blood
Oh.
spit zone.
How long has your sisterhood been collaborating with the insurgents?
He even kind of looks like the guy that cast as the dad. Great work. The earlier Atreides.
Yeah. No, I can see him right now. That's a good point. We should have seen it.
You're telling me you didn't realize that Valia Harkonnen and her order were running your sham of rebellion this whole time? I never thought I'd see an Atreides doing the Harkonnens' dirty work.
Same.
My father used to tell me a bedtime story about a monster who lived among his people when he was a boy. And then one day on a hunt, turned against him
Tula.
and slaughtered them all.
This sounds familiar.
He made sure I knew never to trust a Harkonnen.
Then avenge your family name. Testify at the Landsrat.
Yeah, I've got no love for the Sisterhood or the Harkonnens, but I hate you
Oh.
and everything your Emperor stands for.
Yeah, buddy.
Ugh, it's like Payne's an old friend.
Hey, man, he's got grit. I'll give him that.
I also respect to the last minute standing up for your rebellion.
He's also alive because of Tula. She didn't get rid of that kid that was still alive, right? When she took out the whole camp.
Yeah, they've got very interesting history.
Yeah. Hotwire it.
I knew you couldn't stay away. But to attempt to free him.
What are you doing here?
He tried to kill us.
He couldn't go through with it.
Oh, you foolish, lovesick girl. That traitor will say anything.
It's the truth, and he is not wrong. Father has lost his way. You must see it. I am asking for your help.
What would you have me do?
Let him go. Send him off planet. I never need to see him again. Just spare his life.
Yeah.
I wish you had come to me sooner.
Oh, no.
They putting her as a prisoner too now?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wanted to teach you about power, so let this be a lesson.
Wow.
Damn, mama.
There's a lot of shit going on this episode.
I'm going to miss this.
I was just openly sleeping in bed. Like, when this
Yeah.
wife walks in. Hey, honey, join us.
Now that Constantine has gone to be with his fleet, there's no reason for me to remain.
So that was your only reason for coming here?
I have business in Zimia. Not all of us can stay in bed all day.
I can find a place for you at the palace. You can stay as long as you wish.
You can be my intern.
My new
Wife will
truth
love
seeker.
that.
My new truth seeker. Find the truth in bed.
Natalia knows about us. I think
Oh?
she'll be relieved to end the charade.
Yeah, probably.
It's the strongest thing he's said on his own.
Yeah.
You tell Mother Superior I want to speak with her.
Call me Mother Superior.
He's like, uh-oh. Sisterhood above all.
I have news about your daughter. What about my daughter?
She's been arrested by your wife, who is about to know about your mistress. A lot's going on, sir.
Yeah, you should really get out of bed. sir.
Typical family drama.
Put on some pants. A lot has happened.
We have to act quickly. Every moment she's in that cell puts her at risk.
A risk we can exploit.
Mm.
Haviko asked me to bring your message. He wants to see you.
No,
Uh-oh.
My imprint still holds. He wants to give me Natalia's mantle.
don't be naive. He can't divorce without damaging the coalition.
I'll get him to release this.
No more waiting.
Ooh.
Corino has forfeited his right to live out his reign in peace. Sister Theodosia,
Is she gonna have her do the face thing?
get her to safety outside the city until her coronation can be assured.
Wonder if she's gonna have her go as the queen.
It's time to change tactics.
He's the father of my son.
Oh, boy.
Sisterhood above all test. Oh.
Oh, boy. Ugh.
He was just starting to get some gumption.
Yeah, right. What makes you wonder, too, like, how sound is Valia right now?
Mm-hmm. Or ever.
Anarol searched the genetic index of the entire Imperium across generations to find us the union we need.
Paternal prospect identified.
Oh, is that Mark Strong?
Yeah, looks like it.
Haviko Corino, the young prince and future emperor.
Haha, this is where it plants the seeds for her.
Like, they got that young picture of him.
Maternal prospect identified.
Oh.
She'll be our puppet.
How do we ensure she joins the Sisterhood before taking the throne?
With our finest truthsayer by her father's side, of course.
Of course.
This Natalia is still a child, and Haviko Corino is not yet emperor. Anything could happen before then. Yes, unless we send someone to keep Haviko occupied until Natalia is ready to step alongside.
Ew.
You were looking at that picture for a long time.
Dorothea's disciples will try to destroy it.
That's why they can never know.
They already share her suspicions.
This is a very cool looking machine.
Yeah, the set's really pretty because that was like so much exposition heavy and it's so visually interesting.
Sisters, I need to speak with Tula alone.
Of course.
Sisters, I need to speak with my actual sister.
Sisters above all, even the sisterhood.
Yep.
Couldn't help but be worried about a child of the Atreides. Our bloodlines have never intersected until now.
Oh, boy.
Analyzing Harkonnen Atreides profile.
Oh, little Desmond.
Tula, your child has incredible potential.
He had to F things up for you.
He could shape the trajectory of worlds.
You have no idea.
It's a boy. We can guide him together.
He might be a Viking someday.
Yep.
Could be a Bob Idaho.
That was the alternate name written in hieroglyphs. I'm so glad no one spoiled that for us in the comments. Thank you guys. We asked for you not to spoil. We appreciate it because that was a cool reveal.
You real ones out there.
Sister Nazir detected something.
Nice.
Nice.
That was a great transition. Seamless.
A viral technology that lies dormant in our cells that has been engineered to kill on command. If I could discover how he triggers the attack, I could disarm him.
Eliminating him will stop any future attacks.
That's not an option.
Thanks, Cold Hard Facts.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
Machines don't have emotions, damn it.
Mother Tula.
I'll go to him.
Yeah.
Oh, about to have that conflict we were anticipating.
I just realized her and Valia have been separated for a lot of episodes now.
Yeah, for much of the show.
I really like this episode playing with both timelines because we are invested in both, and the transitions back and forth have been great.
We cannot let this get out.
She didn't leave any instructions.
It's okay, Mother McGonagall. You'll figure this out.
It's always when you're saying this can't get out, someone's lurking right next to you.
Yeah. Just never say those words.
And you're fine. Secrets stay safe.
You should probably say that in a private headquarters when you do that.
Maybe not down a hallway.
These are my clandestine corridors. What are you talking about?
Is this necessary? I feel fine.
It's for your own safety. This will be over soon, Doris, I promise.
And what's special about you? You
We
may
haven't
have
figured that out
dreams,
yet.
Yeah.
Can you not at least loosen the restraints?
That might be an issue if you do that.
Loosen it just enough so I can get my hand out.
Yeah.
And murder. You might as well be freeing her.
No, don't lean over her body. Go to the other side. Go to the other side. Yeah, God. Nor. Ew. Hit her with the EpiPen.
Who gave you permission to arrest my daughter?
That is between you and your wife.
My wife.
She found your daughter trying to free the Swordmaster.
No, I don't believe you.
Open your eyes, your majesty. What does that witch have you so blind? You can't see the truth.
That I'm sleeping with your wife.
With Arakkis soon in hand, we need to reinforce our ties with the other Neo-Allied worlds, and with her connections, who better to send us an emissary?
Yeah, you're not smooth there, bruh.
Let's not pretend this is about strategy.
As much as I appreciate our relationship and the unique contribution you make to my reign,
Not a smart move.
you're not my only advisor.
You're gonna bring them back, aren't you?
Now's not the time to start playing strategy, bro.
You're choosing their counsel over mine.
Getting a little big for your britches.
We're gonna torch you, dog.
Oh, like they cut away right then.
I was like, is there a faint sizzling sound?
Yeah, I thought I heard the sizzling sound too.
We must band together in faith.
Uh-oh, that Lila?
Ugh.
Ooh.
Lila?
No one's seen her
Dorothea?
alive
Raquella?
yet. So,
Why are you cloaked in silence and chattering in secrecy?
because you did.
Praise her?
Lila, how are you even here with us?
Lila's not here.
I found a way back despite the efforts of others.
Despite the efforts of others.
Where is Valia Harkonnen?
Oh.
Mother Superior is on Seleucia Secundus.
That's where I should go.
Superior.
Ooh.
That's definitely Dorothea.
Where is Sister Avamar? Sister Jessie?
Sister
The
Evermore.
Butlerian sisters who disbanded after
Sister Taylor
Dorothea's
Swift.
suit. I've been working to revive that tradition.
After her murder.
That's how she finds out. Oh.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you didn't go out the way you think.
Leave the cone of silence. Yes, the breath.
Ooh.
Ooh, just hit her thumbs.
Did she pull a Martin Riggs?
I think she did.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to rigs, but with your hands. Except those were not dislocated.
Yep, she pulled a Martin Riggs.
Sometimes you got to put yourself back together.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
Now those hands might be registered as a lethal weapon.
No.
Hey! He understood the reference.
Complete.
I knew they were here somewhere.
Yes, take the Skynet chips.
Everything's fine.
He still hasn't seen those movies.
It kills me. It hurts me.
It
That's
hurts
how we
me.
should be spending our whole holidays.
It hurts me too. But those are good reactions for him.
Best Christmas movie ever made.
I need to find the records of my faithful.
Oh, starting up another faction.
You will
Growing it.
learn your place, acolyte.
Ooh.
We need to contain her. More secrets. You don't understand the situation. She's unstable.
Interesting to see the contrast with her character because she was like questioning and rebelling, and now she's like, no, we gotta contain her.
Mother Dorothea.
They're gone.
Nope.
All of them.
I told you your followers disbanded.
I think they were systematically probably taken out.
They've been erased.
They've been disbanded from the mortal coil.
Who could have done that?
Only the Mother Superior.
Power.
Valia Harkonnen.
Such disdain.
The most efficient way for me to get in is to be escorted directly to the suspensor cells.
How are you going to do that?
I'm going to get arrested.
Strategy.
Even if you get yourself in, how will you get her out?
You
I
get a
will
shot
ensure
like that.
escape.
He must have built that.
Be the queen.
Sisterhood draws women from many worlds, but even within that group, Sister Theodosia is unique.
Yeah, she's gonna be the queen.
She's a face dancer. What do they call that?
I think that's what it is. Face dancers. It's
Sometimes your face got to dance.
You won't be disturbed here.
Do your dancing.
dance that face.
It looked so painful the one time we saw it.
Oh yeah.
That's sick effect.
Oh yeah.
And she's not anticipating Tula arriving too. Oh goodness!
Yeah, like
The needle is coated in metacyanide.
Ooh, metacyanide, little boop.
It will be quick and painless.
Kill your baby daddy.
they have done a nice job of going from order into like abject chaos, or at least the brink of complete chaos.
For the thousands of years later, greater good.
Sisterhood above all. That was painful for her to say.
We need to talk.
You're angry about Nez.
You think?
You don't get to do that without consulting me.
Really? And yet you're going to send me away and you don't even have the backbone to tell me yourself.
Oh.
To role in governing the Imperium. Now you'll be heard by millions.
I won't be going anywhere.
Oh.
You will do as you're commanded.
I'm afraid that's not the case.
Ooh.
Oh, Desmond Hall.
Yeah.
For your own safety, perhaps it's time to let clearer heads prevail.
Yeah, let my cub handle this.
You swore you served only me.
You made your choice.
This is when the walls are just coming in.
And what when the nobles get to hear about this?
They won't, because it's not in your interest to tell them.
Yep.
Now, this house is still yours, Havika. You will continue to wear the crown and act accordingly. But going forward, my counsel will not be ignored.
You will feel the sizzle of my cub.
I was like, she's always playing like Roy. Well, I've seen her mostly in.
What
like,
else has she been in?
She's in The Witcher and some other stuff.
I never saw The Witcher. I got to check it out though.
She's also like a queen character in that.
She's typecast, queens only.
You got a real regal thing about
too
you.
regal.
Excuse me, sir.
What now?
Mother Superior is here.
Things are going great.
That reaction was everything.
Oh man, those eyes.
What do you think you're doing?
What I should have done years ago. Clarifying our positions.
Everyone's doing that today.
Yep, your position's in the bottom. We've learned, Mark.
Yeah, bro.
Glad you're here.
I need your help.
I need your help.
Yep.
I never should have trusted Desmond. He and Natalia, they want to use me, make me their puppet.
I thought I was going to use another word.
If you can find a way to rid me of this monster, we can go back to the way things were.
Oh God.
Got plans
Talking to
to
the
kill
master
you.
She's like-
puppeteer.
The truth is, Emperor, you are a weak man. You've always needed someone else to hold the strings. You've simply traded one puppet master for another.
Yep.
We've been shaping your path since before you were born. Every decision you've ever made, we made it for you.
Jesus.
We sent you Francesca to keep your attention. You were only ever an assignment. Your wife doesn't respect you. Your daughter's lost faith in you. Your Bashar is simply using you for his own ends.
Oh God.
Yeah, but my son Constantine gets hot girls.
You didn't really think Francesca loved you, did you?
Oh.
Ouch.
Why are you telling me this?
Because you don't matter.
Oh.
Your time is coming to an end.
But we've got a nice retirement package, some severance.
Arrest her!
Love with the light streaming into the flares.
Yeah, you feel powerful in this one moment? Because even now he's like, what did I do? I don't know if this is actually happening. I like that pause of impotence.
Oh, and this
But
is all
also
part
too,
of the
he
plan.
knows,
She wants to be
God.
arrested.
but also too, he knows
Oh,
there's a lot of
God.
truth to what she just said as well.
Oh, all of it. But
This order was grown on blood-soaked roots.
As were these buds behind me.
It's time you learn the truth.
They did pick some
Or-
very interesting leaves for this corner.
She taking them to the machines. Oh, or not. Never mind.
Drain the swamp. Water, yeah, you good? All right.
Oh, is that from? Oh, I thought that was an eyeball.
A lot of eyeball, worm mouth symbolism.
Yeah.
Darth Hair and I didn't always agree, but
That's
we were
one
still
way to put it.
sisters. Mother Valia has a vision for us.
Listen to her sisters, please.
Oh boy. The cone of silence.
I see some among you do not accept my leadership. The choice is yours.
Under duress.
If you won't follow me forward, you can follow Darth Hair's example.
wow.
It's not a threat. It's just a statement.
Wow. Wow. What a
Damn!
what a way to do that too.
The cone of silence, making it. Oh man.
Plant the idea and then tell them to choose. Like, what a way to do that. That's really, really sharp.
Jesus.
Conniving.
My God.
Wow.
All of them.
Just murked them.
It's a really conscientious way to do that. Hats off to whatever writer came up with that.
We shall not have anyone question us.
Oh, you got one.
Oh, is that Homegirl?
Oh, the Mother McGonagall?
Yeah, that's how she got brought in.
Yeah. I'm surprised years later she's still questioning them, like every episode.
Well, you need one on your staff to.
Sister Avila.
Hey,
you
Avila,
can't
I'm
have a
gonna remember
whisper
your
of
name.
this get out.
I like Mother McGonagall better.
It's the finale. I mean, now we know names.
Yes. Took us 6 episodes.
What's wrong?
I've reconsidered. It's time you moved on to your next assignment. She told me everything. She seems to think my rule is not long for this world. Why is that, Francesca?
Now she knows she didn't tell you everything.
Yeah.
Oh, but I'm about to. She does love him.
Wow.
Valia's plan. Never mind.
Oh.
I love that fate still has variables like love and actually caring, even though you planted that forever ago.
Emperor above Sisterhood.
Also, like, these two lovers causing problem. Like, love triumphs, y'all.
I wonder if Constantine's gonna. Oh wait,
That's not Constantine. That's almost Wes Bentley.
No. I know. I'm saying I was thinking Constantine might save her, but we know the face dancer is gonna save her.
Yes. You shouldn't be here.
Release me! Hold out your sword!
Cut your.
Oh boy.
Oh no, I'll take care of this one.
Mother Superior behind you!
Yay! Surprised we haven't seen Constantine at all in this
Yeah,
episode.
in a while.
She will be taking your place until we can set things right.
Oh.
It's an honor, Princess.
To wear your face.
We need to leave.
Not without him.
Not without my boo.
Your Grace, that's not possible.
I'm not asking.
Use the voice on her.
I'm sure it pains Valia to take an Atreides with her.
Yeah.
Sir, I need to speak with you.
Then speak.
The Mother Superior has been arrested. She came to see the Emperor, Your Highness. She's in the holding cell with
Is
the
she?
prisoners.
Of course she is.
The silent alarm has been lifted.
Be able to protect you.
Let me do what only I can.
Come.
Curious, are we gonna see Constantine in all this episode?
I'm waiting for like a big moment he's gonna have. I
exactly.
guess,
That's
'cause
what I figured
he
was
just
gonna.
when getting ashamed.
Well, when she
You're
said
real
is
on
it, when she
Theodosia.
said it's an honor to serve you, like that's like a kind of a death sentence.
I mean, I'm assuming.
I don't know, man. We'll see. Too interesting of a character we don't know that much about yet to kill her off in my view.
I agree
but
with
they
you.
could
but
do it.
I agree
don't
with you.
know.
It's just it's a movie TV show trope, but I don't know. You're probably right.
Back in the palace, Sister Theodosia left a dispenser card.
There's too many guards.
I know a shortcut this way.
She knows the ins and outs of the palace, and he knows the ins and outs of her.
Fight now.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
She's what, man?
Mother Superior, she says.
Sisterhood above you.
Oh,
dang.
We all got face danced.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. I am.
Oh boy, that looks icky.
Ooh.
Such a small blade. Well, you win, Andrew.
I've seen some movies and TV shows in the best.
The monstrosity up in suspension.
Stay away from me.
Please listen to me.
No. I see it all now.
She still has the good blade thing. That was like a different one.
Yeah, it looked different than this.
The little sleek black one she had.
What's to stop me from killing you right now?
The imprint won't let you hurt me.
Oh.
What was the plan? Is that poisoned?
Valia's plan. We can find a way through this together.
And how do I know that's not what she wants?
Yeah, I'd be so paranoid if every moment of my life was predetermined.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You know, it's a strange thing when you finally realize you've never known one true moment of freedom. But I can control this.
See all himself? I'm worried. There he goes.
My man. Oh, buddy.
Damn.
Wow, man. It's all coming down.
Yeah, you had the free will to do that.
We need to get to the spaceport.
Could be grounding ships. We'll have to move fast.
That one wasn't predetermined.
Or maybe it was. You never know. Great pitch for season 2.
Yes.
That eye on him. Ugh.
Oh, I know that red eye.
Yeah.
Got to get him some coify.
Yeah.
Hey.
I could use some.
Uh-oh, is she going to take the sign now?
Hamiko, stay with me.
Romeo and Juliet it up?
Yeah.
Stay with me, Hamiko. Hamiko.
It's really what it would feel like. Uh-oh.
I didn't get the chance.
Shazbot.
Ah!
Wow. No, you just made the opening credits.
Damn, I know. It's what we were all just thinking.
Oh, and that somber.
That's the last thing he sees, too. Man. And she's queen.
Under the labial skylight.
It's big matriarchy energy. A lot of maternal vibes in that room. Ascension.
Oh, the disgust.
Don't touch me.
You make my robes dirty. You're free now.
I mean, that is Romeo and Juliet visual vibe
Sure.
for sure.
Golly.
Ascent to power.
The 2 moons.
Sisterhood planned it all those years ago, but they didn't plan for this. Or did they?
My sisters, I have come to you to unearth the truth.
Whoa.
Mass grave?
God, it even looks like a big old...
These are the
Scribble.
remains of our most faithful.
Wow.
Oh, right. The ones that she...
Murked in the cone.
In the silent cone, yeah. Oh.
Grim.
Chucked him in the...
Oh, and she knew the truth. Mother McGonagall.
Avila. She's got a name. Remember it.
Valia Harkonnen murdered them.
And you've been drinking the water for years.
Yeah. Oh my God, ick.
We need to get Chula.
It's like that hotel downtown.
She
They
knows.
found the bodies in the water thing.
Chula isn't here.
Oh boy, how are you feeling?
Mother Dorothea.
Wowie.
I will not be silenced again. In the name of all who have fallen, I will return us to our righteous path.
Her performance is great. Like
She was
she's
phenomenal.
so good at playing
Yeah.
meek, and now so
Meek
good
and
at
timid,
playing
and now-
righteous
Yeah,
indignation
for
and
sure.
hurt and all sorts of other things.
Yeah, she's fantastic. I didn't know she had this kind of range when I watched her at first.
HBO, man, they know how to cast. I'll tell you that.
Oh, are they going inside the machine room?
Don't cut down the pretty digital trees.
And a rule. Initialize.
Golly, no. Oh no.
I forgot, did Mother Avila know about this room or no? Because I know she didn't originally go in there. I can't remember.
I don't know. I assume over time.
Oh, that was easy.
All right, Tula's on her way to see her young one.
The baby.
Oh, flashback. Oh, yeah, you said we could raise him.
They spared us the traumatic birth scene.
Sweet boy. Barely in the world already, you know so much sadness. You are so special.
You're the special.
You deserve the chance to find your own path, not Valia's.
Oh.
She doesn't want to raise her there because it would be a Valia.
For the Harkonnens, the sister, it's you're mine.
Another choice of love.
That's the gift I give you.
Francesca?
Be free.
Oh.
Not anyone desires you to be.
This is heartbreaking.
Will be loved?
Midwife says she's an itinerant Libra. Gave birth this morning to a stillborn as expected.
Oh.
She has love in her eyes
Oh.
and the means to travel far away.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, no, Mommy, don't let me go. And might be an obvious statement, but I don't see Valia or Tula surviving this episode.
I see one of them make.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you've been right so far, but I feel like they're actors of such stature.
Yeah, we'll see.
Although that would be a good way to solidify stakes.
Oh, man.
No.
Oh.
That is painful.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh.
So she's going to tell Valia she had a stillborn?
Mm-hmm.
What pain.
Jeez.
They've had this billboard up over the boulevard for Dune Part 2 with this Frank Herbert quote about how kindness leads to cruelty. And I've been contemplating that sentiment, but it does feel like that is kind of alive in this anyway. It's weird, like these acts of love create the worst chaos, or at least the most painful.
Here we
chaos.
go.
Harrowing concept.
Baron Harkonnen.
Oh, hello, little nanobots.
Huh.
My hex core. Oh,
Cool.
Nice.
Fascinating.
Okay.
It's like I got to see episode 6 before it airs.
There's your upper hand.
Head for the fuel depot. We can land there.
I would love it if it's so. I bet it is his only beat in this episode.
That moment.
Yeah.
Teasing season 2. He's like a little Slytherin moment.
Yeah.
There's a passageway through to the next terminal. It'll help us avoid any checkpoints being set up.
This contact of yours, you can get us off planet?
Yes, we just need to get to his station. He's got access to a courier ship. He can smuggle us onto the Highliner.
God, man.
It's there. Go. Take an airs. I'm going to slow them down.
Oh.
I'll follow when I can. I'm trusting you to get her to safety.
Ah.
You owe me that.
I'll do it for her.
Not for you.
She's trusting in Atreides? Interesting.
And now the reason he was abandoned, he's going to come face to face.
Yeah, but she doesn't even know he
No,
exists.
but
I
he-
mean that he's her. Excuse me, that he's her
nephew.
Nephew, rather.
Stay where you are.
Ooh.
Slow and steady.
Defend me.
Yes.
Defend me.
This is awesome. Oh.
Wow, nice.
It's a nice family reunion.
Desmond Hart, you say you've seen my end. Show me.
He speaks parcel tongue. The mind virus.
Oh, you seeing some red. Where's Tula?
Oh. Interesting shot. Yes.
Is this like a nightmare vision for her?
Desolate.
Is that her brother?
Oh, good transition.
Dude, the transitions in this episode.
A
are so
hair whip. Nicely done.
Shouts out to the editors.
Well, we talked about earlier in the season, was he actually, offed by an Atreides? I know this is just a nightmare vision, but still. I wonder if the truth will be revealed.
Yeah. Got to see something. The first use of the voice. We got teased.
Swim. Oh, God.
Imagine that's Tula.
They must have storyboarded the shit out of this.
Yeah, these visuals and the syncing up.
All right, Tula. Tell your sister the truth and your son.
Lockdown.
Looks a lot like that boy I spared. I wonder if he's related to him. It's funny that look, that distinct look she gave, because she gave that kind of look in the flashback to the boy she let live.
Oh, interesting.
You need to report to the checkpoint.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You need to report to the afterlife.
Oh, wow. All right.
Let's go.
Remember
Use
your training,
yeah.
and you shall survive.
Oh, get that shot.
Power couple.
Yeah, back to back.
Couple that slays together.
Ooh. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
It's like Paul Atreides and Chani.
Yeah. Now, can we get a weird CGI shot of him in some armor? Oh.
Yee.
Oh.
Valia.
You can't fight it. It's not human. It's a machine.
Pulling a sibling out of the darkness.
Oh, my baby.
Saving his sister over her son.
It's not sonhood above all.
I saved you.
Oh.
You have to let go. You have to let go of your fears.
Fear's the mind killer.
Yeah, let go of baby brother.
That's it.
Big brother, baby brother.
You did this.
Oh.
You killed me.
Oh.
You killed us all.
Oh. Don't listen to him. It's the mind virus talking.
And there it takes back over. Like we saw earlier. The black is swirling stronger.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, great.
And there's the
metaphorical plane.
And now the snow is the earlier thing battling. Like we're seeing the same visuals.
No, you cannot fight this battle with strength.
Fight it with compassion.
Oh, as above, so below.
Valia, no, don't. The harder you fight, the faster you burn.
Just let it happen.
This was good timing by Tula to get here.
I have a unique experience in this exact thing.
Yeah.
I like the swirling sands of Arakkis versus like the snow and the blackness.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
I know you're afraid. Afraid too. You have to let go. All the fear, all the pain.
Breathe.
You can't run from it. You can't fight it. You have to let it pass through you.
You gotta meditate.
Feel the pain. Use it.
Man, that's
the
these edits.
How are they? These transitions are insanely good. Like, it takes my brain a second to realize they've happened.
Yeah.
I see the worm. It's coming. Let it come.
Let it come.
Is that how he survived, by just acceptance? And like it becomes part of you?
Yeah, I guess maybe.
Is she gonna have the power to smoke people from the inside like a brisket?
Wow.
And then they can just have a big powers battle in season 2.
Well, it's look like it's shifting into the sands of Arakkis.
Yeah, there it is.
Don't.
Now it's him.
Love these POVs.
His memory.
Now here comes Christopher Walken.
Hey.
There he is.
Do with this, or you can do with that.
I mean, that is his weapon of choice.
For those of you who missed the Patreon intro.
Yeah. If you know, you know. We got our minds blown.
Oh.
It's a machine.
What? Whoa. Ooh.
It is a machine. Ah.
Is it like fully autonomous?
So it was in...
Whoa! Oh,
An eye removal POV.
Holy shit!
That's why his eye looks so... Yeah, yes,
What
yeah.
a choice!
Whoa!
What a choice!
See yourself, see yourself, see yourself.
It was always his right eye looked a little off to me. Now I know why.
It speaks dubstep. I don't know how much of that'll be visible on YouTube, but it's very cool.
It was really cool.
We're not cutting any of that out. Leave it in.
Oh, man.
Wow.
It's okay. Our reactions will stay in, though.
Wow.
That was dope.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Yep. That explains a lot.
What they did to him? Who did? I couldn't make out a face, but they're using a thinking machine.
No.
They've put one inside him. His eye is the virus.
Ugh.
Whoa. Whoa.
Valia.
He's my... Yeah!
Oh.
Put it to your throat. Bless you.
There's got to be a way to just take the eye.
Bless you.
Nomine Patri Filii Spiritus Sancti.
What are you doing? He's my son.
Oh,
Yep.
she said it.
No, the baby died.
I've given you everything, sister.
Except this.
But I couldn't give you it.
You lied to me all this time.
Some truth sayer you are.
It was for his protection.
From what?
You?
Like, you know how you made a bunch of people off themselves? You crazy.
You always think you're the protagonist.
You think I'm a monster, sister?
I think you'll stop at nothing.
All the carnage,
Deception, all by your orders. But your hold on the Sisterhood wasn't fixed. I could have broken it at any time.
No.
Why didn't I? Because we're the same. You and I, two wolves.
Hey.
There it is.
Born to feed, with no care for the cost. If my son had the potential that Anarul promised, he deserved a better fate than us.
Oh, yep. Glad he at least gets to hear this.
You've handed him to our enemies. There is another hidden hand grasping for control.
Is that another?
Not the only ones to realize his potential. Whoever's behind this, they saw it too, and they have harnessed it. For the good of us all, let me end this now.
No. He's that victim. Please let me save him.
Just take out the eye.
I can resolve this threat if you're not afraid to trust me.
Oh.
Like you trusted me?
I'm not afraid anymore, Tula.
Great block on this.
The reckoning is still upon us, stalking us from the darkness. If the shadows are where they want to fight, then that is where I shall go.
Then we will fight in the shade.
The decision is yours.
Problem is she doesn't know about Lila and the rest of the Sisterhood.
Give
A lot going on.
Yeah. Mommy.
Oh, she didn't do it willingly, but it's easier for me to say that.
Shank?
Does Tula make it out of this?
I don't know,
I
but
hope so. Oh.
it's a nice somber moment right now, but I'm still not feeling comfortable.
Please, please, please let this be a tender moment for real. Water in the desert.
Oh. Who's here? Is it his soldiers? I'll see you in season 2.
Arrest her.
Arrest her.
Well, she's alive.
Yeah, he said, see you in season 2.
I gotta learn that actress's name too, because she's been around for
Olivia Williams?
There you go. She's been holding it down for years. Oh, out of the black hole.
Fighting in the shadows.
Make me stay, Murph!
The music theme. Kind of like a rendition or remix of it.
I love all the phallic imagery.
We got all sides.
And
we got big
both sides of that.
Very important, like Alien,
symbolism,
like xenomorphs.
Yay! Giger would be proud.
You gotta have all. I mean, sci-fi's pretty.
It is true. It is true. It must be said.
I wish we would have got that Giger Batmobile with Coy.
You know, one day.
What?
You've never seen the Giger Batmobile? It was interesting, to say the least.
All right, pause the show.
Google.
Here at the very end of the episode.
Of the season.
Yeah.
The concept art was fascinating.
Oh, they made it.
They're dressed appropriately for Arakkis.
Oof.
They're going to have the things in their nose.
Not yet. Soon enough. They're all going to be in those skin-tight suits.
Arakkis, come, princess. The path to our enemy begins here.
Everyone's going to have blue eyes next season.
I know what she's thinking right now. Is Timothy Chalamet here yet?
Yes. How many thousands of years do I have to wait for Tim Cham?
Hey.
Not bad. Not bad, June.
All right. Very, very nice.
'Twas, in fact...
Reject Nation interrupting this video to tell you that if you are looking for a fun and simple way to get into daily fantasy sports, let me introduce you to Prize Picks. You may have heard of them before, and that's because they are America's #1 daily fantasy app with over 5 million active members. And honestly, it's the easiest one I've ever used, and the only one I've ever been able to figure out how to use. That's how easy it is. All you do is pick more or less on player stat projections, like how many yards your favorite quarterback will throw, or how many points a star player will score. You can pick between 2 and 6 players, and if you get them right, you win! Now, if you've never tried fantasy sports before, you might be thinking, is this really for me? Well, I'll tell you, Prize Picks makes it ridiculously easy to jump in. You don't need to be a sports expert or spend hours researching. boring. Quick, fun, lets you engage with games in a totally new way. Think of it like a game within a game, almost like an Inception kind of thing. Something to make watching sports even more exciting. Plus, with their injury insurance and flex play options, PrizePicks takes the pressure off, so you're never completely out of the game. I'll also add that if you've tried other fantasy apps before, here's why PrizePicks is better. You can now win up to 1,000 times your cash with just 6 correct picks. No other app makes it easy to build lineups and keep playing even if the player is injured. PrizePicks puts their members first with fast, secure payouts, sometimes in as little as 15 minutes. Only platform that combines simplicity, flexibility, and great rewards like this. It's available in most states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. Download the PrizePicks app today, use code REJECTS, and get $50 instantly when you play just $5. You don't even have to win to get the bonus. Wow! It's like the best boss ever. So what are you waiting for? PrizePicks, run your game. Thank you for sponsoring this video.
All right, guys, we just finished episode 6, The High-Handed Enemy. If you are listening on Apple or Spotify, make sure you give us 5-star ratings. Also,
give us 5 stars. Give us ratings. Leave us a rating.
Yes. Also, if you want cool teas like these, it's right around holiday season, where we are in holiday season. RejectNationShop.com.
That's right. Get your limited edition holiday sweater.
Oh, yeah. We got some really cool stuff. Anybody want to go first?
I need a minute. This was a good-ass episode. I'm just going to take the mic, I guess.
He needs a minute, and by that he means a second. And that means he's going to finish this sentence.
I need a second.
I need a minute.
I need a minute. Half a second later.
I thought
Go
this
ahead,
was
John.
a good episode. I mean, this season so far has had some high points for sure. It's had some... I feel like this season has wavered between, like, it's all right, it's pretty good, to, like, moments of greatness. And I thought this was a very gripping episode that definitely got me excited for the prospect of a season 2. There have been moments throughout this where I've been like, yeah, I'm happy to be here watching this, but I'm not like, gotta have more. Whereas, I feel like they have managed to at least sell me on the promise that the complexity of all this and the chaos of all this only gets greater and only gets more intricate, and I hope they can live up to that. Because, looking at other shows in this vein, and I'm thinking specifically of like A Rings of Power, which is certainly a different side of the spectrum that intermingles with science fiction. But, like the burden of a show like this is that you have to achieve some level of greatness within the writing and the themes in order to really live up to what people love about something like Dune, both in book form and in movie form. And not necessarily that this has like matched all of the heights of the best that those have been, but also this definitely seems worthy of being a continuing part of that mantle, at least to me, at least as of this episode, and at least thinking back on the highest points of the season. And I'm glad that they've managed to stick that at least to a pretty solid degree, because I think it would be, again, Rings of Power, I think, improved a good amount in the second season. It didn't get, like, fantastic, but it's certainly got much better, and I feel like this has a higher standard than that in terms of writing. This was, I don't know why I'm using this comparison so, overbearingly, but... yeah, I feel like that is the true question mark this whole time, is like, can they achieve greatness? And I feel like this episode certainly was the most I was gripped and the most I was sort of on the edge of my seat with the ideas of all of the machinations that are spanning through the centuries, and watching everyone. It's more interesting the more everyone in control starts to sweat, and the more you can go, wow, like, I know what paths are heading toward collision, and also I know that there are other paths that will collide in places I'm not even really fully, expecting or aware of, and I think that's a good place to reach. So as of this episode, I thought this was a solid season, and I would be thrilled to continue.
Fellow Geek Check, what did you think of Rings of Power? I mean, this episode.
Well, you got to walk without rhythm, and you won't track the worm. And I felt the show did that. It was at points very meandering, and at points it brought me back in. And it did, in the end, stick the landing for me. I definitely feel like the show overall is above average, but the highs were high enough that I'd love to see it. Basically what John was saying, I'd love to see it continue now because of the highs it reached. But it definitely had episodes that I would not have carried on without the Dune name.
It's like 50-50. There are like 3 all right episodes and 3 like pretty great episodes.
But
2, 3, and 6. for me. Were those solid episodes? Especially this
I'd
episode.
say 3, 5, and 6.
3, 5, and 6.
Yeah, I think 3, 5, and 6. So the first two were a bit of a struggle for me. But I really felt once they did the flashbacks, I was invested.
Flashback was.
And then once the episode 4 happened, I was like, oh no, I liked the 3 more. And then 5 and 6 were like, oh, we found our way into the modern timeline. And then this one was a nice medley. But I do want to give the caveat of, this is 7 hours probably of runtime or so, or 6 plus. I hope the second season finds a way to be a little bit more consistent, because I would love for it not to be on the Dune name that I keep watching it, because my love of Dune is why I wanted to keep going. But I will also say, with that caveat notwithstanding, it is above average enough that I would like this over most sci-fi long form. I struggle with a lot of shows to keep my attention enough to make it worth the time. We only have so many hours in the day. This episode was so consistently good, so interesting. It paid off a lot of the setup. We talked all about episode 5 being like, how can they possibly wrap this up in one episode? I don't feel unfulfilled.
With 20 extra minutes.
With the runtime of a feature film.
When I made that
Disney
statement,
feature.
I didn't know this episode was this long.
No, but even if this was 2 hours, they could have dropped the ball. There was so much to do. If the plotting hadn't been so good and like a Bene Gesserit planned so far ahead, and the transitions were able to leapfrog you emotionally between the past and the present enough that you're connected throughout, instead of being like, oh, they're doing so much, I feel disoriented. Instead, they use that as a strength. So I think this was masterfully done. All of my asterisks at the top aside, this episode is the bar at which I expect Dune to be from how much I love the movies. So that it landed all of those erroneous threads, I'm very happy. And the fact that I want more gives me a lot more hope than where I was episode 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So I liked it a lot, I would hope season 2 feels more like this.
Agreed.
And now that we've built there, we have our relationships established, though. Season 2 has a little bit easier of a task because we care about them.
Yeah.
So that's my... I don't know if that's... That wasn't hyper positive or hyper negative, which is going to confuse people with nuanced opinions. I want to know what they think.
To tie up, and then I will let you speak.
No. You guys go. I don't need to say anything.
To tie up that dangling thread of the Rings of Power thing, I think what I'm truly mean is I think everyone wants to have a Game of Thrones, and we've seen this happen a lot of times with like Witcher, Rings of Power. I think this is coming the closest out of a lot of other shows to filling that void of like what people love about the good parts of Game of Thrones and about House of the Dragon is like, yeah, the palace intrigue is just as gripping and intense as action and as dragons and whatever else. And I feel like that's the void so many networks want to fill now, and the only way to fill that void is with really good writing on top of like it's not to slight, like the acting is really good, the cinematography, the editing, like all the formation stuff, all the physical elements are there, and HBO has all the means to get those things we know. And so I feel like, yeah, as of this last episode, it gives me hope that, yeah, like you said, a season 2 could give us truly great writing across the board, maybe.
And Mark Addy's in both.
Hey!
Yeah. Good
and
point.
Now neither of us will speak again.
Silent corners.
Silence yourself.
So Rings of Power,
season 1.
I thought Constantine was incredible in this episode. They maybe
great.
gave him a little too much screen time. Actually, to be said,
Him and Valia's
I know we're gonna.
cousin,
I know in season 2 we're gonna find out obviously his reaction to his mother Francesca, but I would have been curious to see like him finding out in this episode his reaction.
He's busy stealing a loaf of bread.
Yeah, or he's
Well, and he's supposed to be protecting his sister too.
Yeah,
which
that I thought like again like Coy said, which I thought we were building up to like a hero's type of moment or something because
for him to have a big redemption.
For him, yeah, for him to have some
Just
kind of
a little
redemption.
weasel.
But yeah, I guess he is. But maybe in season 2, we'll see. But yeah, I was fascinated by that. Having said that, I really enjoyed the episode. Probably, definitely one of my favorite ones of the season, which I know is not saying a ton, but still, I really enjoyed it. I really liked, in terms of Valia, I know like we always say they always say sisterhood above all, but I really liked that decision they made in the end of the episode where she had the choice to try and take out Desmond Hart, and she, because everything is always a means to an end for her.
Yeah.
And I like that they made the decision, or she made the decision rather, to be empathetic and sympathetic to her sister and her sister's needs. Like, this is her son at the end of the day, and like, hey, the decision is yours. And I think like going through the pain and nightmare of the emotion of her, what she went through in that nightmare, like really helped encompass that decision.
Yeah.
And I think there was a lot of growth to that character. So I thought that was great. Also, to got to give it to Mark Strong. I think he gave us one of the greatest gifts ever. I'm going to be using that. I'm going to be using that a lot, so thank you. But also, to the fact that
I'm going to miss him.
Yeah, no, his performance in all 6 episodes, whether we thought an episode was meandering or not, I thought his performance was great. And also the fact that the walls were really caving in on him in this episode for sure, just came to at the forefront. And I like that, I love how everything was just transitioning from, and the nonlinear storytelling was just so seamlessly done in this episode. When we talked about how great the transitions were, which again, as I pointed out during the reaction, like there were just a couple times where my brain's like, holy shit. Like I did not even realize that was a transition. Like it took me a second to realize. So well done. But the nonlinear storytelling was just really pulling me in emotionally because I just thought it was so well done, edited. I love how they were cutting in and out from. It's a tricky thing with nonlinear storytelling. Like you can mess it up so badly if you do it incorrectly. So I thought they were they were doing it at such the right times, is what I'm trying to say. So I thought that was great. The emotional depth I really felt because again, I love the performance in terms of Desmond Hart. What's that actor? Travis
Fimmel.
Travis Fimmel. I love his performance in this. I mean, obviously we didn't know a ton about his backstory, but like seeing what had happened, and I was just, my heart broke for the guy. But I understood where Tula was coming from, just with how Valya is, and like the deceit and the destruction that's in her heart, like how she felt about, and the sisterhood above all, and all that stuff. So
they did a really good job of like selling the muck.
Yeah.
The muck of everyone's backstory.
And too, Valya's like, why would you keep this from me? And then it's like, okay, like, oh, it's who I am. Like, I get it. Like, I just thought everything was just so well done this episode. And again, like Coy said too earlier, there's so much happening in this episode, but not enough to the point where I felt disoriented.
Yeah,
and
it's thick in the right way.
Yeah, exactly.
Sitting here thinking back, I'm like, oh yeah, and you have all that stuff with Lila Dorothea and all the other sisters, and like there are things I'm wondering about that obviously aren't wrapped up here.
And it was very well paced for. I didn't even feel the runtime for the most part.
And Lila, like ending the AI tree was interesting because we didn't see her again after that.
Yeah.
And did I again? Sorry if I did. I'm just asking a question to you guys. Did I miss something? Like, I love the whole reveal where she's showing the skeletons and all that. Like, look what Valya has been keeping secret from you. But that all happened because those were all the sisters that she took out after in the Silent Cone, after she had taken out the one that she's now got Dorothea, right? How did she know those bodies were down there is what I didn't understand. Did I miss something? Because that happened after her, right?
Or
did she
have
still
arrived in the afterlife? I guess.
Yeah,
but she could literally say where the bodies were because she was dead too.
Yeah, but she only has the memories of her ancestors, right? She doesn't have the.
But she's been chilling in the ancestral realm. That
With
I
all
get
of
the
them.
sense that everybody kind of.
Okay, so that makes more sense.
Because we saw them as white Dementors.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I guess if you're saying that she's chilling in the ancestral plane or whatever, she can see what's happening. Like, I guess
Also,
that makes sense.
It's the employee break room where everybody gets to go. You will not believe how I got here.
I was just my brain was just playing around. I was just a little confused by that, but okay.
Speaking of the 100 things happening in that episode, you were right though. That was the Harkonnens' one moment. Harkonnen being like, "Oh, got a little sick guy. Okay, I gotta watch my camera. I gotta get my blackmail footage.
Yeah, I could. Yeah,
see you season 2 with
finally
all this
do some
blackmail
strategy of my own.
Yeah, sure. He's looking at his schedule. How much I got to film for this? Okay.
Well, I guess that's it. Thanks.
He's just doing his homework for season 2.
But yeah, I overall I personally enjoyed it. I am curious what the average person thinks, and then what the Dune people think.
Yeah.
Like, I'm curious in the comments. Let us know as a Dune head what you thought, and if you're just like us and you like the world of Dune, but you're watching it casually, how did this apply to you? Were you twisty turny, and also if it adapted well?
It's actually a really good question because I could see Dune heads having a higher standard, but being more apt to like give it a chance and stay invested.
That's
versus
what I'm curious about.
Yeah, regular average viewer, not too much experience with it, might give up on this.
Yeah,
and then miss the opportunity to get to a pretty great episode like this one.
Yeah.
And
I'm curious too. In season 2, Inez's journey to become empress, and then obviously with the queen now, she's finally gotten her power. There's a lot of like storylines that are still open ended that I'm fascinated towards seeing. Like this episode really, again, got me on board for season 2. I just want more episodes like
I think overall, and that's kind of what I was saying at the top in a long meandering way is like if season 2 feels like this because they found that attachment to each character, that pacing, everything is struck. I really like this episode, so I'm hoping season 2 can feel like this. Yeah, because that's how it's Dune.
Yeah, yes. And I mean it is very gratifying to see such a capable and a cast with a lot of. A cast of veterans and some new folks as well who are really shining. Like to get when you have an episode like this that gives everyone something juicy to act on to work with, I think it's just rewarding and nice to watch. And just big respect to the cast.
And also the visuals in this episode's absolutely incredible. From the way they started off in that whole how she was working off the nightmare with Travis Fammel's character.
Oh yeah,
Desmond
God,
Hart
the
with,
eyeball too.
And the eyeball was going to get there in a second. Like I did not think we were going there. That was insane and awesome at the same time. And then how Volley was about to cut it out. Yeah, that was wild. Some incredible visual
and that moment
imagery.
too. I don't know. I promise I'll shut up. That moment between him and Tula, I thought was great, and I really enjoyed. We were sitting there going, one of them.
There was a lot of suspense in this episode,
and I genuinely didn't know. Yeah, like you were about to say, I didn't know who was going to bite it, if anyone would, if someone died. Like the stakes were real,
and that's how you, I think, earn. Not having to kill. I mean, you
killed Mark Strong.
You killed Mark Strong, and you killed Sister Theodosia, who had like an interesting power, or it seemed like she was dead anyway.
I think they said string her up. Like I think she got put in prison.
Oh, okay.
Are you talking about
because she was on the floor changing back?
I think
he said a senator.
I
something
think
like
she's
that.
still.
So she's just changing back slowly and will be strung up. Okay.
But Taboo and Mark Strong.
But yeah, you lose Taboo and Mark Strong, which I mean they're not like the pinnacle characters, but they are very great to watch and also important. And then you have that question mark of like, could it be Valia? Could it be Tula? It could. It feels like anything.
I told
could
you they
happen.
would both survive.
Yeah,
you were right. You called everyone with this episode.
But that was it. I was sitting there going, I don't think they'll kill them off, just given the positioning of the characters and the stature of these actors. But in that moment, I wasn't sure, and I was like, this feels like Tula could die for sure.
Well, I thought Tula was possibly going to tell, like, if Valia was not going to have some compassion in that moment towards Bob Idaho, I thought that she was going to say, put the knife to your throat or whatever, like she did to.
I could see that reverse.
Yeah, and then I thought, Desmond Hart was gonna to his mother for abandoning her. I thought I was being thrown, subversion of expectations. So
and the fear thing, For this is the last point for Valia. I thought it was
this better be
for Valia. I did think it was a nice choice that she actually someone who is striving for so much control and who would do what she did to Dorothea is acting probably on a lot of fear and needs to walk through that to do whatever season 2 has in store for her. So I thought for a character who at the top presents as so calm and in control, halfway when she meets Desmond Hart, like that all starts to unravel and you see who she really is. And that moment where they have that exchange about like, oh, you really think I'm a monster, don't you? Like,
and now we're finally on Tatooine.
Yeah, we're finally. I've been waiting. We need.
It is so interesting watching this and being like, wow, the amount of stuff that George Lucas borrowed. It's really left off from Tatooine.
I'm always thinking that when I watch Dune. And last thing for me too, I love that sequence where we're watching that Valia is using the voice. That action sequence where she's defend me, cut yourself, and all that to get to Desmond Hart. That was awesome. Like she's very strategic, and watching her use her power
and the
in that
side scene.
Incredible.
That was such a great,
incredible
such
stuff.
a great way to do that.
Well, you guys, what did you think of season 1? Which episode of the 6 were your favorite? Are you looking forward to season 2? What storyline in particular are you looking forward to season 2? Let us know in the comments below. If you are still with us up to this point, we appreciate you. Love you guys. And we will see you next time.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Be well.